Style icon. Diana was a fashion icon whose style was emulated by women around the world. Ian Hollins, head of the Telegraph, wrote, "Diana had an ability to sell clothes just by looking at them." An early example of the effect occurred during her courtship with Charles in 1980, when sales of Hunter Wellington boots skyrocketed after she was pictured wearing a pair on the Balmoral estate. According to designers and people who worked with Diana, she used fashion and style to endorse her charitable causes, express herself and communicate. Diana remained a prominent figure for her fashion style, and is still considered an inspiration for stylists, celebrities, and young women, including the singer Rihanna, who during an interview by Glamour in 2013 said, "Diana killed it. Every look was right. She was gangster with her clothes. She had these crazy hats. She got oversized jackets. I loved everything she wore." Diana's daughter-in-law, Catherine, is believed to be influenced by her in developing her own professional wardrobe. One of Diana's favorite milliners, John Boyd, said Diana was our best ambassador for hats, and the entire millinery industry owes her a debt. Boyd's pink tricorn hat Diana wore for her honeymoon was later copied by milliners across the world and credited with rebooting an industry in decline for decades. The princess chose her dressing style based on both the royal family's demands and popular modern styles in Britain, and developed her personal fashion trend. While on diplomatic trips, her clothes and attire were chosen to match the destination country's costumes, and while off-duty she used to wear loose jackets and jumpers. She was always very thoughtful about how her clothes would be interpreted. It was something that really mattered to her, according to Anna Harvey, a former Vogue editor and Diana's fashion mentor. David Sassoon, one of the designers who worked with Diana, believed she had broken the rules by trying new styles. Diana chose not to practice some of the royal clothing traditions, such as putting aside the tradition of wearing gloves when meeting the public, as she believed it would prevent a direct connection with the people she met, such as those affected by serious diseases like AIDS patients. She used to wear certain types of clothes at charity events which were appropriate for the people she would meet, such as wearing colorful dresses and jangling jewels so she could easily play with children at hospitals. According to Donatella Versace, who worked closely with Diana alongside her brother, Diana's interest and sense of curiosity about fashion grew significantly after her separation from Charles. Versace also points out that she doesn't think that anyone, before or after her, has done for fashion what Diana did. Catherine Walker was among Diana's favorite designers with whom she worked to create her royal uniform for her foreign tours and state visits. Walker and her husband used to do research and were determined to design clothes that would not outshine Diana, a viewpoint supported by Taki Theodora Kopulos, who believes Diana did not want to let her clothes wear her. Larry Lynn, curator of the exhibition Diana, Her Fashion Story, also believes that Diana didn't want to be known as a clothes horse, and mentions that the style Catherine and Diana created together was a very slender, fluid silhouette which did away with the frills and ruffles of the early 80s and created a sleek silhouette that really flattered the princess's frame and became a timeless look for her. A royal uniform, if you like. Diana made her debut as a Sloane Ranger in 1979 with a gown by Regamus. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, she wore outfits and ensembles by numerous notable fashion designers. She also wore ensembles by fashion companies such as Versace, Armani, Chanel, Dior, and Clarks. Among her iconic outfits are a décolleté by David and Elizabeth Emanuel worn by a newly engaged Diana at a charity event, a cocktail dress by Christina Stambolian, commonly known as the revenge dress which she wore after Charles's admission of adultery, an evening gown by Victor Edelstein that she wore to a reception at the White House and later became known as the Travolta dress, and a Catherine Walker pearl-encrusted gown and jacket dubbed the Elvis dress which she wore for the first time on an official visit to Hong Kong. In early 1980s, Diana preferred to wear dresses with floral collars, pie-crust blouses, and pearls. These items rapidly became fashion trends. Copies of her Vogue featured pink chiffon blouse by David and Elizabeth Emanuel, which appeared on the magazine's cover on her engagement announcement day, sold in the millions. Her habit of wearing wide-shouldered gowns and lavish fabrics earned her the nickname Dynasty D. In the years after her marriage and then her divorce, Diana grew more confident in her choices, and her style underwent a change, with her new choices consisting of blazers, one-shoulder and off-shoulder dresses, two-tone themed suits, military-styled suits, and nude-colored outfits. White shirt and jeans, plaid dresses, jumpsuits and sheath dresses were among the other fashion trends she tried. Her way of dressing began to be influenced by other celebrities including Cindy Crawford, Madonna, Elizabeth Taylor, as well as many others. The princess's influential short hairstyle was created by Sam McKnight after a Vogue shoot in 1990, which, in McKnight and Donatella Versace's opinion, brought her more liberty as it always looked great. The princess reportedly did her own makeup and would always have a hairstylist by her side before an event. She told McKnight, "It's not for me, Sam. It is for the people I visit or who come to see me. They don't want me in off-duty mode, they want a princess. Let's give them what they want." The princess was named to the International Best Dressed List Hall of Fame in 1989. In 2004, people cited her as one of the all-time most beautiful women. In 2012, Time included Diana on its all-time 100 fashion icons list. Following the opening of an exhibition of Diana's clothes and dresses at Kensington Palace in 2017, Catherine Bennett of The Guardian said such exhibitions are among the suitable ways to commemorate public figures whose fashion styles were noted due to their achievements. The exhibition suggests to detractors who, like many other princesses, looking lovely in different clothes was pretty much her life's work, which also brings interest in her clothing. In 2016, fashion designer Sharmadine redesigned a collection of clothes for ASOS.com inspired by Diana's style. Di's incredible relationship with accessible sportswear through to luxury fashion forms the cornerstone of the collection and feels more modern than ever, Reed said about Diana in a press release. Diana was an inspiration for Off-White's Spring 2018 show at Paris Fashion Week in 2017. The designer Virgil Abloh used Diana's signature looks as fragments to design new suits and attire. Supermodel Naomi Campbell, dressed in a combination of white blazer and cropped spandex leggings in reference to Diana's formal and off-duty styles, closed off the show. In 2019, Tory Burch used Diana's early 80s style as an inspiration for her Spring 2020 show at New York Fashion Week.